this is the most important thing. I remember in doing my first ventures to Africa, and it was Kenya. And they have a website where you go on the website. I show it on my channel where it shows you what type of industries or what type of particular factory, whatever the actual industry is that you want to establish. There's like public slash private. That means with government or privately by yourself only, a joint venture. It's a combination of many. But they display it on the website and they're like, come invest in Kenya. And these are all the investment vehicles. And you can go to the website and you can say, okay, I know about this, I don't know about it, I can learn, whatever the case may be. And then it has a price and etc. So, anyways, I reached out for aloe production at one of the places, which I told you was Baringo. And most of the misconception from just regular people was, oh, well, when you went to go see the politician, how much money did they ask for, right? Because we have this idea that they're corrupt and etc. But what it really was that no different than the brother just mentioned about the acres. When you come to people with a formulated plan and a capacity to actually see it through, you are in a higher position from the politician's eyes. You're not somebody coming to the politician saying, yo, give me homes, give me food, give me shelter. Like, how could even one politician figure that out, right? But when you come to them and say, hey, look, I'm in a community of engineers, doctors, and lawyers, or whatever your community is, just even farmers, we've created this pack, we've created these agreements, that we have this land. What we need from the government is to facilitate for us to develop this land, and we're going to head in this direction with it. And when the people come with those strategies, not even like the masses, because you can have 80% of the people just contribute some money, and then 20% of the people really with the actual manpower to actually see it through, right? And then it's levels to it, right? It's levels to the organization and how it works. And when you get that done, then you find that you become one, the politician's best friend, right? He'll start sending you private text messages. Hey, man, that gave me about 20 points in the voting polls. I really like you, man. If you got any other solutions, you're at the top of his list. And so when people have those fundamentals about how we can change our country, how can we change what's going on, even in my own life, I think once again, that relationship between capital and also our Pan-Africanism needs to develop, because it is kind of something that's ostracized due to our history in a relationship with capital. We were victimized by it, but it really wasn't the capital that was victimized, and it was just people. And so once again, we get mad at the tool and not really the actual wielder of the tool. And so it's kind of like gun violence, right? I don't like guns. Like, guns ain't do nothing. It's just crazy fools with guns, right? And so as we build on that, the brother made a great point. I think the primary person that anybody needs to listen to is Dr. Amos Wilson, the Blueprint for Black Power. It was the first intellectual that I had, of course, beyond Marcus Garvey, but he doesn't have so much literature and records to look back on, right? It's always like third person or something. But Dr. Amos Wilson, he got it. He got the whole picture. And so, as if somebody's coming into the stage of, I am using history for my gratification, I understand it. You feel like valueless, you didn't have your history. So it makes sense why people take that and use it for that. But then you have to evolve. And then Dr. Amos Wilson is that evolution, will give you a general outlook of everything that deals with power, and give you the applicable tools to go forward and say, okay. And then you start your own building. And I think that's the most important thing. That is the Bible. No disrespect to religions, but the Bible outside of the spiritual world, so I don't step on those spiritual toes, it should be Dr. Amos Wilson, the Blueprint for Black Power.